Welcome to the House of Wisdom. Here, you can enjoy the essence of great books and learn valuable lessons without spending hours reading. Whether you're driving, training, or multitasking, the House of Wisdom brings engaging audiobook summaries right to you. Sit back, relax, and let us share the wisdom of books in a way that fits perfectly into your busy lifestyle. Have you ever felt like the people around you don't understand you, or worse, that you're surrounded by fools? Communication can be frustrating, and at times, it seems like no matter how hard you try, some people just don't get it. But what if there was a way to understand both yourself and others better? Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erikson introduces 4 key personality types that explain why people behave the way they do. Whether it's someone who is naturally competitive, thrives on attention, or prefers to observe from the background, this book helps decode these behaviors and improve communication. The inspiration for this book came from a memorable encounter Erikson had early in his career. While preparing for a project, he interviewed a seasoned entrepreneur named Stu, who bluntly declared, "I'm surrounded by idiots." Initially, Erikson thought it was a joke, but Stu was completely serious. He had a long list of reasons why he believed most of his employees were incompetent. He criticized different departments, baffled by how they managed to function daily. As Erikson listened, he sensed that Stu's frustration stemmed from something deeper. When asked who had hired these so-called idiots, Stu was forced to confront an uncomfortable truth: he had recruited most of them himself. This realization lingered in Erikson's mind. Despite Stu's business success, his inability to understand others led him to dismiss anyone different as incompetent. This experience sparked Erikson's deep dive into how people perceive and misunderstand one another, ultimately leading to the development of this book. It introduces the DISC model, which categorizes behavior into 4 types: dominance, induction, submission, and analytical, each represented by a color: red, yellow, green, and blue. These personality types help explain how people communicate and interact in various situations. In this summary, we'll explore each personality type, their key traits, and how this understanding can enhance relationships, whether at work, with family, or in everyday life. By mastering these insights, you can improve communication, reduce misunderstandings, and navigate social interactions more effectively. Chapter 1. Red, Dominance. Have you ever met someone who treats everything like a competition and always needs to win, no matter the context? This is a defining trait of the red, or dominant, personality type. For instance, Thomas Erikson once had a neighbor who noticed his well-maintained vegetable garden. Many people complimented Thomas on his fresh and neatly arranged plants. However, his neighbor, being naturally competitive, decided to grow an even bigger garden, solely to surpass him. This kind of competitive mindset is a hallmark of the red personality. People with this personality type are often described as choleric, meaning they can be hot-tempered, irritable, and impulsive. They are bold, dynamic, and make no effort to hide their dominant nature. Like Thomas's neighbor, Reds are highly focused and driven. They believe that once they set their minds to something, success is inevitable. Reds are known for being direct and outspoken. They are not afraid to express their opinions, even if their honesty comes across as blunt or harsh. They value truth over diplomacy and prefer clear, straightforward communication. They also thrive on challenges and competition, always seeking the next goal to conquer, regardless of who or what stands in their way. Speed is another defining characteristic. Reds enjoy fast-paced environments and quickly lose interest if things slow down. If someone appears disengaged during a meeting or conversation, it's likely they have a red personality. They process information rapidly and are already thinking ahead. They dislike wasting time on anything that doesn't hold potential or lead to tangible results. Risk-taking is another prominent trait. Reds push themselves to the limit, often testing their capabilities by taking bold chances. They never approach tasks half-heartedly and don't rely on others' opinions to shape their decisions. While they may appear self-focused, this isn't entirely true. If they realize their approach isn't working, they are willing to adapt and consider new ideas. Driven by results and a need for control, Reds dislike stagnation. If nothing changes for too long, they will step in to shake things up. While constant change can be overwhelming for some, reds see it as a sign of progress and an opportunity for growth. Their confidence and decisiveness make them natural leaders, and their strong sense of authority often inspires trust. Reds live boldly and fearlessly, knowing that without sacrifice, significant achievements are impossible. They continuously push themselves to give 100% and test their limits, always striving to see how far they can go. Chapter 2. Yellow, Sanguine. Have you ever met someone who radiates warmth, always cheerful, and full of life? These individuals embody the yellow personality type, also known as sanguine, meaning they are naturally optimistic and maintain a positive outlook on life. Yellows are easy to recognize because they love to talk. They have an incredible ability to lift the mood of those around them, often giving answers rather than asking questions. They enjoy telling stories, even if they aren't entirely relevant, simply to create a lighthearted and fun atmosphere. Their optimism and positive attitude are contagious, making people feel instantly at ease. Among the 4 personality colors, yellow is often considered the most popular. The reason is simple: people enjoy their company. Yellow personalities make others feel valued and appreciated, which naturally makes people want to reciprocate those feelings. Like reds, yellows are quick decision makers. However, while reds base their decisions on logic and reasoning, yellows follow their hearts and emotions. For instance, Thomas's sister, Maria, perfectly embodies the yellow personality type with her simple and upbeat nature. One of the most telling signs was that no one ever seemed to dislike her. Wherever they went, Maria effortlessly built positive relationships with everyone. During one conversation, Thomas mentioned to Maria that it looked like it was about to rain. She dismissed the thought, staying optimistic. When the rain eventually started, Thomas pointed out that the dark clouds had made it obvious. Unbothered, Maria simply replied, "Don't worry, the sun will come out soon. We just have to wait." She remained calm and unfazed, an example of how yellow personalities approach life's uncertainties. Yellows are highly social and persuasive, always eager to share their thoughts with anyone, even strangers. They are not shy and prefer to focus on the bright side of life. Full of hope, their smiles and laughter seem endless. Similar to reds, yellows possess high energy levels, have friends everywhere, and love staying connected. Their enthusiasm and zest for life never fade. Beyond their lively and cheerful nature, yellows are also highly resourceful. They have a knack for finding solutions where others see obstacles, always thinking outside the box. Their creativity allows them to solve problems in ways most wouldn't consider. In essence, yellow personalities thrive on relationships. They enjoy meeting new people, trusting easily, and making friends in an instant. They have a unique gift for making everyone feel welcome, no matter how brief the encounter. Chapter 3. Green, Phlegmatic. Green is often considered the most common and balanced of the 4 personality colors. However, this should not be seen as a negative trait. People with a green personality are the most stable and grounded individuals. Hippocrates referred to them as phlegmatic, meaning calm and cool, while the Aztecs called them earth people. Greens are typically seen as calm and relaxed. While they may appear ordinary, they play a crucial role in society. If everyone were a leader, there would be no one to follow. If everyone were entertainers, there would be no audience. Life is about both giving and receiving, and we all depend on each other to meet our needs. One defining trait of greens is their ability to bring peace to any situation. Thomas once shared an experience about a family he knew. In this family, the husband had a yellow personality, while the wife was green. As mentioned earlier, yellows love socializing and being the center of attention. The husband was always the life of the party, bringing games to gatherings and eagerly answering people's questions. His energy was infectious, often moving around the room as the games required. On the other hand, his wife was calm and composed. She enjoyed the fun but preferred to sit quietly, smiling when needed. Thomas once asked her if she ever got tired of her husband's high energy. She replied that she understood him and never tried to stop him from enjoying himself. This perfectly illustrates the easygoing nature of greens. They let others be themselves and rarely make demands. They don't get upset easily and are incredibly understanding. Greens always do what they believe is right and go out of their way to avoid causing others pain. They typically won't question their boss, even if certain decisions seem unreasonable. They are excellent listeners, known for their kindness and reliability. Whenever someone needs help, they can count on a green personality to be there. Greens are team players who often take more interest in others than in themselves. They are selfless and are usually the ones taking care of the sick and vulnerable in society. One of Thomas's colleagues, Maha, perfectly embodies the green personality. People always turn to her for help, and she completes her work with a smile. Maha never forgets birthdays, anniversaries, or important events. When someone on the team is going through a tough time, she is always there to offer encouragement and support. Greens are always ready to help others, even those they may not particularly like. They enjoy being around people and offering support, regardless of who the person is or what they do. They are dependable. If they say they will complete a task, they follow through, no matter what. Greens seek stability in all aspects of life. They don't change their opinions easily and remain steadfast in their beliefs. It is difficult to sway them from their principles, as they value consistency and reliability above all else. Chapter 4. Blue, Analytical. Blue is the final color in the spectrum, representing individuals who prefer to stay in the background, observing, analyzing, and assessing everything around them. While greens go with the flow, blues always seem to have the right answers. However, they tend to be a bit pessimistic, constantly seeking reality and identifying flaws or risks. Words like detail-oriented, reserved, and analytical perfectly describe this personality type. We all have that one friend who seems to know everything. Blues present information based on facts, making it difficult to question them. They always have evidence to support their statements, ensuring the accuracy of their knowledge. They think carefully before speaking, relying on logic and analysis to guide their thoughts. Unlike some other personality types, blues do not boast about their knowledge and rarely speak unless asked. Even if they don't know everything, when they do provide an answer, you can trust that it is correct. Blues do not seek attention. Even when they know the answer, they won't rush to speak or make a big deal out of it. They feel no need to prove anything to anyone and remain indifferent to external expectations. However, this humility can sometimes work against them. For instance, when a group is solving a puzzle or problem, a blue may already know the correct answer but won't immediately step forward. Thomas once witnessed a blue person pointing out the correct solution only after 2 hours of group puzzling at an event. By nature, blues are not impulsive. They don't take action immediately because they prefer to think in the long term. If asked why they didn't speak up earlier, they might simply reply, "You never asked." While greens put others first, blues prioritize safety. Whereas reds and yellows make quick decisions based on intuition or emotion, blues take a step back to analyze the situation before making a move. For blues, the process is more important than the result. They avoid risks and aim for a smooth, stable life. When faced with uncertainty, blues design advanced systems to address potential problems. If they feel a risk is too unpredictable, they will simply avoid it. Blues believe that everything should function perfectly, and for them, quality is paramount. They are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve 100% accuracy. Mistakes or flaws are intolerable, and they strive for perfection in everything they do. Unlike yellows, who make decisions based on feelings, blues rely entirely on reason and logic. They think with their heads, not their hearts. When things don't meet their standards, they find it unsettling. A great example of a blue personality is Thomas's father. Whenever there was an issue with a TV, car, cell phone, or gadget, he would point out flaws in the manual, saying, "Why do they even bother writing these details if it never works the way they describe?" Thomas often found it difficult to respond to his father. Blues are not easily fooled. They stick to the truth no matter what. For example, Thomas's father would stop at a red traffic light in the middle of the night, even if the road was completely empty, because, in his mind, following the rules was the right thing to do. From the outside, Blues may seem calm and composed, much like greens. However, inside their minds, a lot is happening. It's not that they have nothing to say, it's quite the opposite. They simply choose their words carefully. The Aztecs compared blues to the ocean or water because of their serene yet deep and complex nature. Most blues are quieter than the other personality types, setting them apart. They believe that it's better to stay silent than to speak unnecessarily. Conclusion: by now, you have a clear understanding of the 4 personality types: red, yellow, green, and blue. As you explored these chapters, certain people in your life may have come to mind: family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers. Understanding these behaviors allows you to see how people think and act, ultimately helping you communicate with them more effectively. You've learned that reds are bold and dominant, not because they want to control others, but because it's simply their nature. Recognizing this can help you navigate their competitive energy and interact with them more smoothly. Yellows, on the other hand, aren't necessarily seeking attention. They thrive on keeping people around them happy. Their outgoing, social nature makes them invaluable in roles where connection and enthusiasm are key, such as sales or public relations. Greens are the dependable friends you can always count on. They prioritize others, always ready to lend a helping hand. If you need someone to stand by your side through thick and thin, you'll find it in a green. Blues, the perfectionists, approach everything with logic and precision. They may prefer solitude over socializing, but when they do speak, their words are carefully thought out and backed by deep analysis. Mastering communication takes time, but understanding these personality types is the first step. By recognizing these colors, you'll be better equipped to build stronger relationships and surround yourself with the right people. While we may not connect deeply with everyone, that's perfectly okay. The key is to understand others and find common ground where possible. Miscommunication isn't always someone else's fault. We, too, can play a role in it. Now that you've gained valuable insights into the different personality types, you can navigate relationships with more clarity and confidence. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this summary, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The House of Wisdom, for more audiobook summaries that will help you grow both personally and professionally. Stay curious, stay connected, and I'll see you in the next summary.